This is one of the most exciting teams in the history of basketball, okay? You got the best backcourt in the league, in league history. That's right, I'm saying that. Unless Harden and Paul stay together for another 5, 6 years and play like this, I think that's the best backcourt in history, obviously the best shooting backcourt. What they did against OKC in that third quarter when they just blew the game open, they can do that at any moment. They are never out of a game. You remember last year during the finals, we were watching the Cavs have a record-breaking three-point night, and we still didn't feel like it was over. This team can always come and win a game from behind. So, but I don't mind Steph doing the shimmy. I like the shimmy. I don't even mind Nick Young doing the shimmy. But there are two things that bother me about the team. One is Zaza, we talked about earlier. I don't like his dirty antics, although I wouldn't kick him out of the league. And Kevin Durant seems to be, he's a different personality than he was. Yes. And if that's who you are, fine. Like Draymond does it, that's who Draymond is. It doesn't appear to be who Durant is because we never saw it in OKC. So that I don't like. If that's really who he is and he was just suppressing that in OKC, then great. But I don't like that if that's not who you are.
I want to steal a line from one of the best sports gamblers ever, a good follow on Twitter, a guy at Twitter at Haralabob, Haralabos Vulgaris. He put it perfectly. He said, there's no team in the league more thrilling to watch between the whistles than Golden State. And no team more frustrating and annoying after the whistles than Golden State. Golden State plays a super fun style of basketball. It's fast-paced, second fastest pace in the league. It's high-scoring. There is a level of artistry to it. The fact that it is the opposite of isolation ball. Yes. So many passing. They assist on 70% of their makes. Like they are truly, it's balletic. Is that a word? Like
sure,
it's like a ballet watching them play. But then the moment the whistle blows and Iguodala is doing his best Tim Duncan impression of, I haven't fouled a guy in 6 years. What are you talking about? Draymond in this game on Saturday night smacks Carmelo Anthony on the head, rakes him in the eyes, and is like, ooh, where's the foul? Hey, I thought I was allowed. I mean, he hits him dead in the head and then whines. Look at that. Whines about the call when he already, that's not a foul. Yes, that is a foul. There's a reason they lead the NBA in technicals. There's a reason they have 2x the ejections of any other team in the league. They have 9 ejections as a team. No other team has more than 4. Durant's got 4 by himself. Draymond's got 3. They have earned, and that doesn't even get into Zaza's goon, dirty nonsense. And the thing that I don't understand is this. You look at the technical leaders. So number 2 is Phoenix with 38, right? They're a terrible team. Number 4 is the Grizzlies. They're a terrible team. Sandwiched between them, Thunder. Russ gets too many technicals. Melo's had some. What are the Warriors mad about? Everything is broken perfectly for you. You have the best injury luck for you and against you of any team in recent NBA history. You've won 2 of 3 championships. You added Kevin Durant after winning 73 games. Why y'all so mad?
I think what they've done is taken the villain role. Because most people, once Durant went there, and there was a little bit before, you know, Steph throwing the mouthpiece, people were kind of getting tired of that. But when Durant went there, then a lot of people began to hate them, to not like it. It's not fair. It's an embarrassment of riches. And I think they have embraced that. And that's where and look, I'm fine with it because the bad boys in Detroit were like this. But guess what? Their game wasn't as pretty. And these guys have that same attitude, but their game is pretty and effective. Look, they are worse than other teams in terms of complaining, but everybody complains.
But they are.
Nobody in the NBA ever commits a foul. I mean, so they're not alone in doing that.
If you take the complaining out, I've watched more Warriors basketball since we started this show than I've ever watched in my entire life. The first 3 minutes of the game, to me, the cockiness is the worst. The, like, strolling out onto the, with Steph with the mouth.
So you don't like the cockiness?
I don't like the cockiness. I don't like the fact that they know they're the best. They are. They're a great team. They might not be the best right now. That bothers me. This is my opinion. The cockiness bothers me so much. The post-game interviews with some of them are doing it with the mouthpiece hanging out. Yeah,
I don't want...
Match that with Kevin Durant's year. He knows I have an issue with the Odell Beckham antics. I'm not a big antic kind of person. I don't like all the fake Twitter stuff. I don't like the shoe writing on the soles. Like, play your game. Be an amazing athlete. And you want to be flashy while you play. But you're right. When he was right. When the whistle blows, is there a more fun team to watch when they're all on and they're all hitting? No. But I hate
You don't mind the cockiness.
No, I
hate it.
I don't mind the arrogance. I would rather honest arrogance than false modesty. What I didn't like was the narrative that, oh, Steph's the most humble superstar we've ever had. Missed me with that. The guy's celebrating makes before they go in, and good for him. He's the greatest shooter ever.
I think they mean off the court.
Okay, but that's again,
because he is like that off.
No, he seems to be a great husband and a wonderful father and a man of God, which I know you super appreciate. Like I have but on the court, that team is as arrogant as any team I've ever seen. But you know what? They're as good as any team I've ever seen. They've earned it. I don't mind the arrogance. It's the whining. It's the petulance. It's the air of entitlement. Like, listen, guys, this is the kid of a billionaire who thinks the world's out to get him. Like, nah, bro. Everything has worked out perfectly for you guys. You haven't dealt with any significant injury this entire run. The salary cap ballooned at just the right time so you could add one MVP to the unanimous MVP. You have dealt with, you've played in NBA Finals where the other team's two best players were out. You've gone through an entire postseason where every single other starting point guard was out. The one team in your conference that actually gave you trouble, you took their best player from them. Like, I don't need them to show humility, but the whining, the constant whining as if they are being done wrong, let me ask you annoying to me.
If a LeBron James led team acted that way, would you have a problem with it?
To be honest with you, I don't love the one part of LeBron's game that is aggravating to me is when he doesn't get back down the court on defense because he's whining.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, they do it probably a little more than most.
But every team does it.
It's the
every team.
Every team's got a guy. That is, and LeBron, by the way, is the whiner on the Cavs. There's no question about it. But who's the whiner on the Warriors? Is it Durant who has the most ejections in the league? Is it Draymond who has the most technicals in the league?
It's Durant and Draymond.
Is it Iguodala on a per-minute basis might do more whining than any player I've ever seen? Like Steph with the throwing, like that type, the whining when everything's gone right for you is
people are out to get them too.
Oh yeah, people
don't act. People aren't out to. The whole league is out to get them.
Yeah, but the refs aren't out to get them. But the refs aren't out to get him. It's the complaining to the officials and Durant's fake tough guy act.
I'm starting to wonder. I'm starting to wonder if Kevin Durant is like a Tommy Hearns type guy. Because I look at him and I'm like, KD can't be that tough. But he gets in dudes' faces and he's skinny and lanky like Tommy Hearns.
Okay,
I'm wondering if
Tommy Hearns.
I'm just wondering if he's Hearns. But I mean, is he a?
Coming up, speaking of being just a little too